Hi, my name is Deidre Pine, and I grew up in Kirtland, New Mexico, and I work as a CAD technologist for Sandia National Laboratories, which is based in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So, as a CAD technologist, I am responsible for 3D designs and documentation for mechanical piece parts, components, and assemblies. Clients, they'll request work that needs to be done, and I'll just go in, pull what I need, and I'll perform the work. Usually, they'll send me photos or they'll give me, pretty nice kind of, we call them napkin sketches of assemblies. And I go in, I gather all the information I need. And if all these parts you can buy online, I'll find them. I'll, find any 3D models that exist. And we use Creo, which is a 3D modeling software. And I just assemble, bring in these pieces into the assembly, and I assemble it. And then once that's complete, I'll create a drawing. So kind of to tell the person how to build the part or how to make the piece part. And afterwards, I'm a team lead within my department. So team lead duties include mentoring other new hires, workers, also assigning them work, interfacing with clients, creating work package agreements, which is typically how much the work is going to cost, to complete the work. So initially, my path wasn't to become a CAD technologist. I actually was going to school to become a mechanical engineer. And I was on a set path to becoming or, going through school. But I think I had about maybe 2 semesters left. And I was thinking, until I had to, leave school due to personal reasons. And I thought to myself, okay, I could go home with nothing, or I could, see what my options are. And that's when I found DACC, Diana Community College. And I saw that they had a drafting program, and it kind of aligned to what I was doing already in school. So I thought, okay, I think this degree will, at least I'll get something, at least I'll get an associate's degree. But the funny thing was, when I went into the program, man, I fell in love with it. And then when I started taking 3D modeling classes, that's when I just fell in love with it. And I thought, is this, is this really what people do? And it was when the was assigning us homework, I heard some kids like, I had to do homework or this sucks. But it didn't feel like homework to me. It was something that was so exciting. I just want to get it done right away. And I thought, hey, I think this is what I want to do. This is the career path, I want to go on. And so I got my associate's degree. And then a couple of months later, I applied at Sandia National Laboratories as a CAD technologist. And, rest is history. I got hired on and right away started working. And, I love it. I think in high school, I didn't really know what I wanted to do. It was just something that I wanted to take a break from school, but, my parents didn't want to hear any of that. They said, no, you're going to go into school, you're going to at least go to a local community college, just take some classes, take core classes, whatever you can until you find your passion. And when I got to the local community college, I just loaded up on math classes. That was something I really enjoyed. I did take a intro to engineering class, and it was at that point that I figured out what I wanted to do. But in high school, I didn't really have a clear path forward on what I wanted to do, but I did know that I liked math a lot. I didn't really take any extracurricular activities, but I was very active in some sport clubs. So I was active in FCCLA, which is Family Career Community Leaders of America. And I was also I also joined BPA, I think it was Business Professionals of America. So with those, I had to interact with people a lot. And I think that's where I gained a lot of my people skills and, trying to learn how to communicate better with people, because in high school, I was very shy, I was a homebody. I just didn't really like to talk to anyone. But after joining these organizations in high school, it helped me to, break out of my shell and to have, I guess, just conversations with people. I'm glad that I started off at a community college because there I was able to really establish and really figure out what I wanted to do versus going to a traditional 4 year, I essentially wasting thousands of dollars. But um, just really figure out what you want to do. And honestly, you have all the time in the world. Not everyone at 17, 18 out of high school has everything figured out. So um, just pursue what you want to do. And again, no one has everything figured out at 18. I didn't have everything figured out. And sometimes to this day, I don't feel like I have everything figured out. But if you do what you love, and continue in that direction, it'll really take you to really neat places and experience some really neat things.